This is Claim the Stars, our Savage World sci-fi role-playing campaign, our set in humanity's future in the 28th century. The players here are actually in New Atami on Nakuru Prime. They're not out in space in this game. They're here finding a runaway scientist who's kind of gone a little crazy after looking at some kind of tablet. And they're here to track him down for their boss, Anthony Wright. And so we'll just go around and introduce the players, and then we'll jump into the story, and maybe do a little bit more of a recap. But I think we've kind of hit the gist of it. But Cliff, I'll start with you.
Yep, I have Aston Courtney, who is the face. He's the talker, but he's also pretty good with a gun. His father's company, the Braxton Courtney Enterprise, is kind of working in tandem with Anthony Wright and the Astra Unum group, and he's kind of like the one. I don't want to say captain because he's a pseudo captain. He's not a captain, but he's kind of been shoved into the captain role. And he has a permanent resident in his brain in the force of an alien entity that takes over and controls every now and again and gives him access to psychic abilities. But they are definitely they clash personality wise, so that's an interesting push pull.
Very cool. Very cool. And we'll jump to Matt next. Matt, tell us who you're playing tonight.
I am playing Arthur Haeckel. He is a young scientist and inventor. They recently rescued his sister and brought her to meet with Mr. Anthony Wright. And so we'll see what happens with that. He may also be becoming a citizen of the Astra Unum Corporation, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Some things need to happen first, but yeah.
I'm just curious. How does your character feel about that?
I think he'd be excited about that. I mean, that means he's no longer under the thumb of shoot, I don't remember. Is it? I forget the corporation he's been part of.
It's Dracotech.
But he was, yes, Dracotech.
Yeah.
So I think it gives him at least a little bit more security than he's had.
Yeah, it definitely does that. It definitely makes you feel a little bit more like you've got, I guess, a sense of safety and security, right?
Right.
Okay. Cool. And Shaun, tell us who you're playing.
So I am playing Spencer Witt. He's the group psychic. Originally came to the group as a stowaway on the ship because he was on the run from the Tanu Klava, as I always say, the space mafia, who he was working for. They were using him for his psychic abilities because he has a rare ability to read minds, and that's very useful to pretty much any criminal organization or who would want to be able to read minds. But he quickly became a part of the crew because they sort of took pity on him because he was 16 at the time. And he's just been trying to lay low and make himself useful any way he can. So now he is pretty much a full-fledged member of the crew and should be getting corporate citizenship. So he's a respectable young man now.
Very cool. Yep, that's the hope once this story is over, right? So,
yeah.
All right, cool. So we've already went over and said that. So you guys will be doing this mission to try to find the runaway scientist, Philip Lillard, and so he kind of supposedly went kind of AWOL right after while he was doing his research on an alien tablet for Astra Unum. And so we know some key information about him, which is that he doesn't have the chip that Wright Industries employees typically have. He didn't get it for religious reasons. He's staunchly Catholic. You did get some information about him from his former coworker and friend, Dr. Melissa Carter, on board the Astra Unum, the flagship of Astra Unum, and you did learn some information about a church that's burned out here, St. Agromia's, and you learn about another possible location that he could be here. And then also, I believe Aston tried to see if he could find other people to kind of help in the search. Neela Sung, he tried to get her to see if she could use her Yakuza contacts to try to help find him. And then try to see if there's anything else that you guys did in your investigation,
Arnold
right?
McCready.
Uh-huh.
We met up with the guy who works at the Brax Courtney Repair and Refuel Center there.
Right, and he got you a vehicle. Yep. Right.
And Aston needs to do something about how this place is in shambles.
Yep. At the moment, you know that it's not up to snuff. It's not going well. And right now, the only thing keeping essentially the lights on is the fact that Neela Sung is selling drugs and contraband, or at least involved in the selling of drugs and contraband for the Yakuza. So, yeah.
Good times.
Yeah. So, all right. So she's doing it for the company at least. So, yeah. Okay. And so I guess we left it right after that, or you guys were exiting or leaving the Brax Courtney branch of that location when we last left that game. So, so you have the SP5000, which is essentially this vehicle. So it is a ground-based wheeled vehicle that you can use while you're here on planet. So,
nice.
Because Clint didn't have a driver pilot's license.
We haven't found that
Did
out.
he find one in the glove box?
Well, he admitted that he didn't have one. Yeah, I mean, I think he played a card or something like that.
Yeah,
he was jokingly doing something like that. Did he? Yeah, did he actually play a card? I can't remember. Did he actually play a card that solved that for him?
I think it was just he said, "Can I spend a penny to do it?" I think is what he said.
Oh,
okay.
No, he can't spend a penny to do that. No. But if you had a card that solved that, then sure. But no, if the Benny, no.
Yeah, I think he did it half joking.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I couldn't remember if he actually had a card or not. Yeah, all I remember was Spencer just desperately wanted to get to that diner.
Yeah,
that was all I wanted to do. So
you guys can head there now if you want to.
Yeah, I think
definitely
that
want
was
to hit that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So yeah, you can try to find that diner. It wouldn't be difficult, of course. So yeah, so Arthur, it'd probably be best for you to hop on your PDD and look up the location of the Slop Shop Diner.
Okay.
Just make a common knowledge roll. No penalty.
All right.
Yeah, you easily
Nice.
search. Wait. Yeah, I'm sure there's English translation. Sure. Yeah, you find Slop Shop Diner. Sure. And so you guys hop in the SP5000. This place runs terribly. This thing runs terribly. By the way, it's not in the best shape. It gets you there. Like this is like the equivalent of like driving a Pinto, right? In modern era, right? So, it's got like huge wheels and tires. It runs really low to the ground. It's got like no carburetor essentially. Like it runs really loud. The doors open up like a DeLorean.
Nice.
So people know when you go anywhere, right? So, and you guys pull up and you see the bright neon signs of the Slop Shop Diner when you guys pull up. And it's obvious. This place looks like an old school diner, right? From like the movie Pleasantville or something like that. Except it's covered in graffiti from the outside in Saisonese of all three like scripts, right? And the neon sign is it's well lit and in good quality shape. And you see like this big like neon pot, right, with overflowing stew on the sign. And it's full of like all different brightly colored designs, and there's this like pig just floating inside the stew, right? And it says Slop Shop on the sign. So, but yeah, so you guys are outside, and the whole street is just packed with cars alongside the street. There's no parking lot or anything. And it's like this little like diner surrounded by like skyscrapers all around.
Well, at least all their neons work.
True. I'm like, I hope it looks better on the inside than it does out here.
It won't.
I've been looking forward to this forever.
Well,
I'm like, last time I ate something that came from this part of town, I almost ended up in the hospital. I think it was noodles.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Universal rule of thumb is the worse the building looks, the better the food will taste.
Sometimes these little hole-in-the-wall places have the best food.
Challenge accepted.
I'm gonna try to keep my eyes open to see if we see anybody that resembles our friend. Specifically, see if anybody matches the description we got. Oh, we got a picture of Philip from the stuff we pulled up. So anybody that looks like Philip, see if anybody is watching us in any weird ways or anything. Which, outside of the fact of us pulling up in a jalopy. But yeah, but the main thing is keeping my eyes out for him.
Okay. All right.
Gonna walk inside.
All right. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Stupid fly. Yeah. So. Okay. So when you guys go in, you see a place that a diner that's it's kind of lit in this like this brilliant like glow of like purple light instead of like the halogen lights of the bright white halogen lights that you normally see in like a diner, right? Instead, it's replaced with like a faint halogen up in the ceilings, and then it's got these runner purple hue halogens, like these purple hue lights, like all along the tops of the ceiling. They just give it this like light purple hue all throughout the place. And it's got these violet, like leather cushion seats everywhere. And the floor is this like black and gray checkered tile floor. And you get the suspicion that it was once black and white checkered floor tile. And it's just been covered with grease and dirt and stuff over the years that it's just gone to, you know how it is, right? It's just been here so long. And it's just been ill-treated. Now, but the sign, of course, behind the bar says health rating of 90. So, you know, they don't lie. I mean, they don't lie, of course. But
sounds legit. Yep.
Yeah. So
I'm like,
but
I'm
so
like,
you go
hey,
in
Arthur,
and there's yeah.
Bro, do you have a black light, or would that?
Don't ask questions you don't really want to know the answer to.
But the place
Okay.
is packed, right, with people. Place is packed with people. Ordering all kinds of things on the menu. It's a happening diner, right? I mean, everyone seems to be enjoying their meals, openly smoking, openly consuming. There is no concerns for that kind of thing like that. This is the kind of establishment that isn't concerned about that kind of thing. And you see a thick woman behind the bar that kind of like hands out like plates to the bar people at the bar, and then she kind of walks to the back just as you guys enter.
All right. Is there tables available? Is there sitting room for anything, or is it kind of just elbow to elbow, standing room only?
All right. Yeah. So you see one booth down on the far side, like squeezed in by the corner booth, right there in the corner, and then it looks like you guys can squeeze down on the far end of the bar if you want to. Either one.
The bar is where food is ordered?
You can either sit at a booth or you can go to the bar. Either one. In this kind of place,
Okay.
you can go to either one. When you guys walk into the door, and if you guys stand there for a second, like you're confused and don't know what to do, one of the staff shouts at you and says, "Have a seat somewhere. You're holding up the entrance."
Well, what gives us the best view of, I guess, probably the bar? I presumably our
Presumably the bar.
target would not stick around. So
Yeah,
okay.
presumably the bar would give you the best view of the bar. So, you know what? I'll just show you the map, just since there's a lot of questions about the place. So,
I have a diner.
there you go.
It's a sweet map.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
I don't think I'll need this in the future again, so we'll just go ahead and put it out there. All right.
All right.
And
so which booth are we talking
you
about?
guys are, these are the places I'm talking about here. So here's where the seats are. If I can get my cursors to work. Here's where the seats are. Yeah. I'm on the wrong screen for some reason. Okay, here's where the seats are. And here's where the booth is. There.
Yeah, bar for sure.
The name is the Slop Shop.
Oh, okay.
What does it say it is?
Hot chop.
This says Hot Chop.
Oh, y'all can see that? Yeah, that's just
Yeah.
that's just the name of the file. Yeah, just ignore that. I didn't know y'all could see that. Okay. Yeah, just ignore that. That's the name of the file.
Yeah, bar for sure. Just walk in. I'll take the far leftmost seat.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
All right.
Just sit down next to Aston, get a menu. I'm going for the hard
Ditto.
core stuff. Yeah. Biggest milkshake they have. Hamburger.
All right. Cool. Well, since everybody's saying where you're at, anyways, might as well go ahead and put yourself where you're at. So we got a map, anyways. All right, so you guys are down there. So the place is full, right? And so you guys are lined up down there, and so you guys are basically wanting to keep an eye out, right? For if someone comes in, if you see the guy. Arthur, are you made this device, right, to help you?
Right.
Like,
yes.
This thing looks like. Have you ever seen those things that look like long range microphones? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, like it's got
It's got like a boom and like a radar dish type thing. Have you ever seen those things?
Yeah.
Okay. So, did you add something like that to your sheet? Or did you?
I have, yes, I added it.
What is it called?
Psychic Locator, plus
Okay.
1 to electronics roll.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna actually just I'm gonna give it a more technical name. So we got it. So we got locked down. Psychic wave dosimeter. Because it's basically it's like a dosimeter you wear when you're in radiation. Because it's basically technically it's picking up psychic radiation, right? So, because that's basically what people are doing when they're using psychic powers. It's called radiation decay and radiation, right? So, psychic waves and radiation, right? So, it's just most of it's harmless. Most of it. When someone's burning you up with a heat power, it's not harmless, but yeah. And so, +1 to electronic rolls. Oh yeah, it was it lets you use electronics instead of notice, rather than notice to against notice rolls against stealth. I'm just writing in the notes in that. And I'm going to write to large burst template in combat. There you go. Oh, did you just clear it out what I wrote? Yeah, you did.
I opened it. Sorry.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I won't
Hold
mess
on.
with it. Sorry.
Hold on. Yeah. Rather than notice against stealth. Large burst template in combat. Okay. All right. Should be good now. Now you can open it up. All right.
Got it.
Okay, got it. All right, cool. I didn't give it a weight, but it's probably about the same size as like a handheld sensor. So.
But you said it has like a radar dish on it?
Yeah, so it probably looks like this. It probably looks like the size of a gun or something. So, I mean, so you like hiding it under your coat or something when you're trying to use it, or are you just looking kind of?
Yeah, probably. Or if he has it like tucked in his backpack,
Yeah.
try to hide it that
Are
way.
you trying to like turn it on or something, and like leave it on in your backpack? Maybe is that what you're doing? Maybe.
Yeah, that sort of thing. I assume it has some sort of little control with a readout and a couple buttons. That's what dosimeters look like when I look them up. So
yeah, okay. All right, cool. All right, okay. And And also, Aston said he was looking. What about Shaun? What are you doing right now? What is Spencer doing?
Spencer is just focused on food.
So when you guys sit down together, when you guys sit down together, before you guys get a chance to, cause you start scrounging out, Arthur. You start scrounging out your dosimeter, and you start getting yourself settled and all that kind of stuff. And Spencer just sits down, and immediately just starts looking at the menu, right? Which is one of those like laminated menus, right? That's right on the table. A bald man who's kind of like skinny and kind of lanky comes over to you guys. It says, what do you be ordering?
Oh, I'm like milkshake, hamburger, French fries. What else? I'm like that. That's it for me. For now.
I was gonna look at him and be like, just give us 4 cheeseburgers, 4 orders of chili fries with everything on them, and 4 shakes. I'll do strawberry.
Chocolate.
Do you have pie?
I'll bring you the dessert menu.
Okay. God.
Aston, while you're looking around while the food is being ordered, you're kind of surveying the area and making a notice of things. Make a notice roll for me. -2 for just the hustle and the bustle of all the people in the room.
12 already.
Oh, nice. Okay. Awesome. And so you see a group of people that's kind of eyeballing you when you come in. That's not the only thing you see, though. So this group of people that's kind of eyeballing you when you come in, they are over here. And John, you there with us still?
Or yeah, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Just Discord app crashed. I am back.
And this group of people are they're younger, and they're wearing like jean jackets and like leather and some like deflection vest, and like some of them have like self-defense vest, and they got tats all over them. But one of them has like since you scored so high, one of them has a unique tat that just caught your eye. It says on his neck that's relatively like new, right? It's still red around the tattoo. It says New Eden. And but you see over in the corner right here, actually near you, you spot these guys, and they're obviously Yakuza.
And they were both sets were here when we got here, right?
Yep.
Okay.
The Yakuza don't seem to be paying any attention to you, though.
That's exactly the way I would like to keep it. I'm gonna lean across Spencer and kind of in a low tone talk to Arthur and just say, the people in the far right corner there have been looking at us since we first walked in, and I caught one of them had a tattoo of New Eden. Do you have any way of looking up what that might be?
Yeah, I can check on that. Do you want me to do common knowledge or research?
Probably research.
Research, probably.
Okay. Six.
in your digging, you hear about a news report about a nameless man who's been helping some of the homeless and down and outs in the local community. It was a story 2 weeks ago in Uwatami. And the story comes up and says that he was just at a what do you call it, where they like a food bank or whatever, where they feed like the homeless and that kind of stuff like that. And he was just out preaching among the homeless and that kind of stuff like that, and helping there. And he was saying that he would tell them about New Eden, show them the light, give them new purpose, and give them a path to enlightenment, yada yada yada. That's pretty much how the article goes. And then the article continues on to say, who is this person? Should we be concerned for him? Are his intentions, pure? Blah blah blah. That kind of thing. So.
All right. So we have ourselves new following religion, which I read as cult. But I'm curious as to why they're taking note of us.
Well,
I'm assuming some of you are in your Astra Unum uniforms, aren't you? What you wear around the ship and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So
I'm like, well, if it's a cult and they're always preaching and trying to convert new people.
Astra Unum isn't allowed on this planet, right? At least not the citizens. Maybe that doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm just saying you guys didn't say you were going conspicuous or trying to hide. That's your normal garb so.
Right.
So.
Yeah, unless somebody told me to change, I probably didn't.
Y'all's usual jumpsuit is like Astra Unum jumpsuits from the ship. So
yeah, I didn't think about it, but we are trying to find somebody who's on the run from Astra Unum. So it seems like our characters probably would have changed, but maybe they didn't think of it because I didn't think of it. Not until now.
Well,
yeah.
They might have been suspicious of, if you want to say they tore your patches off or something like that, and you realized when you got down on the planet, you're like, shit, you tore your patches off. Yeah. Then they probably would have been suspicious in watching you anyways, just because they're that type.
Yeah.
So
we ripped off our Velcro Astra Unum patches.
Sure. They're still watching you.
Okay. Yeah. I'm like, dude, we're new in town, and they want to convert us to their crazy.
But hey, spend a Benny if you want to do that, though. If you want to say you don't have your patches and stuff, and you planned ahead and didn't do that. So
I don't wear that shit anyway, so I'm not worried.
Yeah, he doesn't. Aston doesn't do that because he's not even employed by. We know that in advance. All right.
I'm gonna do it because Arthur probably. Yeah.
All right, that's enough.
I spent my money. Okay.
All right.
So yeah, I'm like, dude, they're just.
I would have accepted one Benny for all of you, but sure.
Oh.
There, I'll give one of you guys back your Benny.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. I'm just like, dude, they're just trying to convert us to their crazy religion.
Oh, crap. That did damage to you. Oh, that wasn't supposed to go that way. Hold on.
I'm unharmed. Yes.
Take this fucking
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
You're gonna like it. That's funny.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So I'm just like, whatever. As long as they don't interfere with my lunch, I don't really care what they do.
They're still eyeballing you guys.
I'm like, oh, hold on. Is Aston dressed like he's
He's to
basically
the
just okay?
yeah.
I'm like, dude.
He's probably the
Like,
one
they're
drawing
gonna
all the
mug us.
attention.
Yeah, I'm like, they're gonna mug us because you're dressed like you just, I don't know, stepped out of a fashion magazine, and I think we look a little out of place.
Gonna rustle your hair a bit, like they can try to mug us.
Just a reminder, Aston's the only one with an actual gun. Arthur has a stunner pistol. So,
And pepper spray.
oh, got and pepper spray.
And long nails.
Now
So
he gets
basically, I'm
those.
gonna get beat up by a bunch of crazy people. Thanks.
Yeah.
Listen,
Um,
they're New Eden. They're helping homeless people, right?
Right. I mean, for all you know, they want to tell you about the good word. So,
Maybe they
Yeah,
are
'cause
looking
you
at you like
clearly
you're
look
some
homeless.
homeless, wayward child.
so I interrupt this conversation with the sound of ceramic plates hitting the table. Your hamburgers, your cheeseburgers, your chili cheese fries, and your milkshakes are here, as well as
Nice.
your dessert menu is delivered by this large woman with brunette hair. It's pulled up in a bun, and on her name tag it says Marcy.
Thank you, Marcy.
I know you told us. I know you told us her full name previously, but would do our characters know this? I don't remember.
I told you an NPC said her full name. Or an NPC said her full
Oh, okay.
name. I can't remember which NPC, but her full name was Marcy Stockton.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Right.
She doesn't have
Yeah.
it. She just has Marcy on her name tag, though, right?
Yeah, but I mean, you guys are. I'm assuming your characters are smart enough to put two and two together. So.
Well, yeah, I was just saying if the full name was on there, then I could be
Yeah.
like, oh, hey, Stockton, I know that name. But if it's just Marcy, it's a different segue.
Yeah. So, and she says, "Can I get you? Don't you guys need a few minutes to figure out the dessert?"
I'm already
Let's tear
eating.
into
I'm like-
this right now, but we'll get back with you on the dessert.
Okay. You all seem out of town. Like you don't belong here in Niwatami.
Did the kid give it away? I figured.
No, it's definitely you.
Yeah, well,
just like I told you.
don't talk with your mouth full. Yeah. We could say that we're not from around here, but you know, as much traveling as we do, I'd say that we're from everywhere.
Traveling, eh? Wait, you got
Yeah.
a ship?
Yeah.
You know, I might could use someone who has a ship. If you're looking for work.
Well, I mean, we have work, but we're always listening to offers from third-party contractors.
Okay. Well, I got a friend who moves large supplies of the meat. He's always looking for delivery work.
Okay. Well, I'll have to confer with my pilot, who's face deep in chili fries right now, but definitely something we can consider depending on what the quantity is and what the payment is.
Well, the pay is good. You'll just pick it up. You'll pick it up here on the outer edges of the system. Here in the Koru system. You'll carry it out to Takis 3.
And I was stopping, I'm looking at Takis 3. Arthur, don't we know someone from Takis 3?
I think didn't
Uh,
McCready say the proprietor was Marcy Stockton, and
That's my name.
weren't those farmers on Takis 3 also Stocktons?
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
like,
you guys aren't.
yeah, I'm
you
like
guys wouldn't be
Grub
related.
World. Yep.
My sister,
it
my
was
sister
Grub
lives
World,
out.
wasn't it?
My sister lives out in Redmond, on Takis.
Your sister and 3 boys?
Is that where we were?
Tommy and Ben, Mary Jo.
That's actually pretty funny. So we're pretty good friends with Mary Jo, actually. We helped her in a interesting bug situation.
Oh. Well, you poor things. You had to deal with those bugs.
Was not my favorite.
Mm.
It was like a horror movie.
Well, then you eat up. These are a lot better than those bugs.
Wait, so she has access to fresh
Damn
meat, but she
right.
still eats the... she made us the meal with the good food. Okay,
Well-
now things are starting to make sense.
That's
the
I
meat.
remember that now.
The meat here. We supply the meat here. My supplier, which delivers out to me, delivers out to Takis, the farmers out there. So the farmers don't have to eat the grub that they send out to everybody else. I mean, you don't. Once you run all those grubs all the time, you don't like to eat what you deal with day in and day out. So
This is one time that I don't think I need any sort of selling on that one. I don't want to eat that meat no matter what I did there. But it's kind of interesting how small the galaxy is, huh?
that it is, I guess. That it
You
is.
talk to her often?
I haven't talked to her in a few months.
I was curious how she's doing and how her son's leg was doing.
Son's leg. What happened to the boys?
That is a weird incident when we were there where the grub started going crazy and swarmed her house, and we managed to get everybody out. But I believe it was Tommy's leg that got mangled a little bit from him.
I'll have to holler at her, check on her. So
Yeah, definitely do. Tell her Aston says hello.
I'll do that,
And Spencer.
of course.
And Arthur.
Your food's on me.
That's very
Aw.
kind of you. Thank you. And we'll let you know when he
As
finishes
they're
up
eating-
his dessert menu here.
As they're eating, I think
There's-
Arthur, having got his psychic wave dosimeter
Yes.
set up, I think
Yes.
he would have
Make a roll with
been
it.
occasionally at least pinging it, how it works.
Yes.
Shall I
make
make
a
an
electronics roll at a +1 bonus.
All right. Oh.
Yeah, so you're not getting any readings from anywhere else in the diner except from over at that table by those New Eden fellas. All of them
Okay.
seem to be lighting up.
Arthur will kind of lean over Spencer and Aston and, hey, the guys who were eyeing us suspiciously earlier, they're setting off my psychic wave dosimeter. They seem to be psychic. Do you sense anything, Spencer?
Told you they were looking over here because of him.
I think Shaun is.
John, you there?
He's in deep thought.
He's meditating.
The food's so
Did you
good at
lose
this
connection
diner.
again?
He's in a food coma. The fuck? Shaun, you there?
Oh, he's back. We can't hear you talking.
Okay.
Oh, there's something.
I don't know what the fuck. Whatever. I don't know if he's trying to talk. I can't tell if he's trying to talk or...
Oh.
Okay, there he is. Yep. Wait, no.
We can't hear
I
you.
think Discord just like crashed and came back up. I don't know.
Okay. All right.
You need to do a clean install of that thing. I had to do that last week.
Just uninstall it completely, install it again. Is that what?
Now
Does
you
it
gotta
help any?
delete the files from your app data and from your local app data folder.
What?
But yeah, it worked.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know if you heard. Arthur sensed with his device that the group who was eyeing us suspiciously are psychic users, and he asked Spencer if he sensed anything from them.
Been trying to.
You trying to? You ain't made a Sonic's roll. he's been staring at goats like in the movie, but nothing's happening. No, you ain't gotta make a roll, bro.
Okay.
No, all joking aside, I mean, there's not. You can make it. I mean, there's no really. I mean, there's no really thing
like
to do that.
Bionic.
You know, there's no. I mean, I get. Well, is there a power for that? I'm curious. Is there a power for that?
I don't think so. There's no like sense or detect magic.
Actually, there is. Detect Arcana. There's a power called Detect Arcana.
Detect Arcana.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't have it.
Well, then you need to get it.
Do you have an adventure card that lets you pick it?
I do have Arcane Spike. If we want to blow it right now.
Go ahead. This is the kind of game to use it on. So go ahead and use it. But let's see what the power does though before you start blowing it.
Just thinking of like.
Detect Arcana allows the recipient to see the power to see and detect all supernatural persons, objects for 5 rounds. This includes invisible foes, enchantments on all powers, weird device. A raised character knows the general type of arcana, harmful, obscure, magic, miracles. Detect Arcana allows the character to ignore up to 4 points of penalties attacking foes hidden by magical darknesses. Invisibility, similar abilities, conceal. Yeah, so I mean, it just allows you to detect them. So.
Which it sounds like we already did.
Yeah. I mean, you can just trust your teammate's gut.
Yeah.
But if you used Arcane Spike with that...
That's kind of sus.
Just confirm our findings.
Among Us is slipping over into my fucking games.
I was wondering if you could... Because I don't remember what Arcane Spike does. I thought it let you...
It just lets
push
you
your power beyond what it normally could. Oh, okay.
No, it gives you a power, don't it?
Character with an arcane background may cast any power available in the setting, regardless of rank, one time only.
Yeah.
All right, find the one that shuts down all psychic abilities so we can get out of here without getting fried.
Sheer hall. Yeah, I don't know. Well, it's kind of hard because, like, until they do something, it's like all we know is they have psychic abilities. It's kind of hard.
Tied to some. They're tied to some strange guy who's preaching strange things. Could be our guy. He's psychic. They're psychic.
So is he creating some...
Clint is over there just slurping on his chocolate milkshake.
Yeah. Some sort of cult of psychic charged people. I mean, there's one way we can find out.
What, you want to go ask them?
Spencer can ask.
You're like, I don't know if that's a good idea. I'm like, I've already had people try to recruit me into psychic crazy people cults, and I'm not a huge fan of that.
All right,
and if it happens here, that's your way in.
I'm like, what if these guys don't even know who we're
They have
looking
a tattoo
for.
of New Eden, and New Eden just so happens to be some mysterious man showing up, helping out homeless people. We have psychic enabled people with the tattoo.
So you want me to talk to him?
Say you're looking for other psychic friends.
Don't do that. Don't say that.
Psychic friends.
Okay, don't
I'm
say
like,
that.
So,
No,
so now they're really watching you guys.
oh, okay. So,
They could
okay.
probably
So I'm
tell
grabbing
what
my
we're saying.
milkshake.
What, Matt?
They can probably tell what we're saying.
You guys are staring over there and talking about him, saying they.
Anyways, I'm like, fine. All right, fine, but I don't want to get kidnapped. So I just like grab my milkshake, just kind of wander over there.
Oh my god. Okay, all right.
Just
All
kind of
right.
like, are they next to anything like the pie display or something like that?
They're just no. There's just a sure. We'll say there's a cigarette dispenser over there by the at the end of the bar.
Okay.
At the end of the bar.
Okay. So I'm just gonna go like look at the cigarettes.
I intentionally made a cigarette dispenser because you're like 16.
Hey, that's how you get cigarettes when you're 16. Okay.
All right. There's a guy sitting over the end of the bar, and he looks up at you and he says, "Aren't you a little young?"
I'm like, it's for my dad.
Always
Just point over
is,
there at
son.
Aston. He's what?
It says always is, son.
I'm like, so I'm just looking. Can I make a perception check and see if these guys have any like weapons or anything else on them?
Perception check. What are you playing?
Or, notice. That was it.
I can notice roll. All right.
Yeah.
I still do that shit in my games.
Yeah. Make a notice roll. I'll say at a -2 because they've got some concealed.
Negative. Come on. Right. Oh, there we go. Duh, Jesus. Okay. So I noticed they're human.
Yeah. So you start to look back there and stuff like that, and one of them notices that you're sizing him up, and like he like pulls his deflection jacket tight. And the other one, he's just sitting in a way that you can't see him well.
Mm-hmm.
And but yeah, you can't make out much. So.
How many are there total?
The other two are on the back of the booth, so you can't see anything. So there's 4.
There's 4 of them total.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the one in the front actually gets up and comes over to the cigarette dispenser right beside you, Spencer. And he's the big one with the New Eden tattoo.
Okay.
And he says, "Can I help you and your friends?"
Like, yeah, we're just down here enjoying the food. Just thought you guys looked familiar.
What? Familiar, huh? Okay.
Or the tattoo. We were just talking. We didn't really know what that was.
What? Looking to join? Is that what it is?
I don't know. What specifically is it? All I New Eden, is that it? I heard it's some kind of like just do-gooder group or something. Or like, you guys run a charity or something?
My friend over here says you don't need it. He points over at the end of the booth over there. One of his buddies.
Yeah. So that's what I thought. You guys seem like you have some abilities. Is that required to join?
Joining is how you get the abilities. When you're baptized, you wake up and you become new.
That's strange. I thought you had to be born with them.
New days. New days are ahead.
Well, you've certainly piqued my interest. I'm like, so you're telling me that guy over there, and I just pointed Arthur. I'm like, our scientist, man of math and logic and reason, could suddenly develop abilities just by being baptized?
In a manner of speaking, yes. As long as he's willing to meet our new Messiah.
Really? Well, who might this Messiah be?
Well, how about you just come meet him yourself?
Can I bring my friends?
As long as they're willing to be baptized as well.
What's your Messiah's name?
Like I said, come meet him yourself.
His name's God, stupid.
All right. Well, give me an address. We'll swing by.
It's not how this works. You follow me. We'll lead you to him. You have to have faith.
Well, you may have to excuse me, but I don't know the first thing about your organization, and I clearly don't need to be baptized.
Well, you're lost then. Here, you guys finished up? Turns back to his friends. One of them slurping down the rest of his Coke float. Says, yeah, we're done here. They all start sliding out of the booth. Come on. They all get up. Hostile to leave.
Okay. So I just sit down at our table again. It's like,
who's your friend?
So so these guys are definitely in a cult. They think that, or they have abilities that have been given to them via baptism by their Messiah. And they wanted to baptize us, you, if we were willing to go with them. Asked for an address because I didn't want to just take off with these guys, and they said that's not the way it works. You got to
asked
have
for an
faith.
address. Why didn't you just ask for a fucking business card?
What am I supposed to do? They wanted us to
Sarcasm.
go with them. Yeah,
So
there you go.
why didn't we go?
Yeah, so I don't know exactly how this works. Now, you guys can catch up with them and just say, no, I would like to be baptized into your crazy cult, which we have no idea what it is. We have no idea if it's one of those alien entities sticking spikes in people's heads. We're not even real clear what happened to you for your abilities. Maybe it's another one of, Octagon or whatever his name is.
I mean, Exgon did mention something
Yes,
about
Jesus.
making creatures psychic.
Do you want to get baptized, Arthur?
Maybe they give just like a free trial session that we can just go to and test it out.
Yeah,
Not the
these guys
baptism.
seem a little nuts. They didn't seem to have like an orientation session. It seemed more like a, body snatcher sort of thing.
Well, do you think that their Messiah is our John Doe?
I would say it's quite likely. I mean, given how rare abilities are in the first place, it's probably a very
All right.
logical place to
We need to
start.
make a decision quick. Are we going out there and following the lead that we have?
They're walking down the sidewalk now.
Or
Yeah,
are
well,
we going to wait around and try to find more info on New Eden?
It's
I mean,
worth
we did have
trying
that
to catch
other.
them.
Yeah. I mean, the alternative is that
So-
old church that we found out about,
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and a community center.
Yeah, St. Agrimia.
I mean, they said we could join them. I mean, did they say we had to be baptized if we went
Yep.
with them?
Pretty sure that's how a gang
Yep.
initiation works.
So I'm going to turn on my illusion power. It's not invisibility, but I was wondering if I could do kind of like a like skill checks. I forgot what it was, like an extended scene. I'm forgetting the terminology, but in order to follow them and basically just like use my illusion power to stealth.
Used to create a visual scene or replica of most anything that caster can see, but is silent, invisible, and capable of affecting the real world. For example, illusionary weapons pass through foes. The illusion seems like it's meant to create an actual illusion, right?
Yeah, is it stationary or?
I mean, you create an illusion of a visual scene or replica of most anything the caster can see or imagine. So it seems like you have to create an illusion of a specific thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm just
So,
kind of wondering.
Like,
yeah, so maybe like
it
stealth.
seems like you really want like invisibility or something like that for what you're wanting, right? For like stealth, right?
Well, unless you can create an illusion to like make you look like someone else.
Or like
But
shape change, right, to look like someone else, or
But if they had the ability to pick up that you were psychic, then I mean,
you have arcane spike. You can get
Yeah.
the disguise power, or
Yeah, do the full invisibility.
or invisibility, or
But they still might be able to sense you. We don't know what their psychic powers are.
yep. You don't know.
I mean, how far away is our ship? It's pretty far, right? We'd have to drive there. I mean, maybe we could follow them from a distance, and they won't notice.
It is 5 kilometers away.
Yeah.
I mean, we can try that, but this doesn't actually blend in here very well.
They are silhouettes in the distance now. Y'all taking so long to talk. You can still catch up to them, but we're talking athletics rolls.
Okay.
I mean, I say we
You want me to follow him? I can chase after him.
just say you changed your mind. Could Arthur put together a quick tracking beacon for Spencer to have on his person, in his shoe or something?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're gonna rip the RFID tag basically out of something you own, maybe because we're talking MacGyver in a split second. Yeah. So you strip the RFID tag out of your stunner pistol, right? And you link it to your PDD, and you toss it in his pocket or something. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, at least we'll know where you are.
Shit. Okay.
Right.
I just run out.
Okay. All right, you'll have to make an athletics roll to
not,
catch up to him.
Okay.
It's not sealed against water, so when you're baptized, try to keep it out of the water.
All right, make an athletics roll. All right. Okay, make a vigor roll. Play for me. You're good. You're good. You're not fatigued anyway.
Okay.
All right. So you've caught up, and you can see them now. Are you doing anything to try to avoid getting noticed, or are you just running up to them and being like, I changed my mind. I want to be baptized. I want to join your cult. What? What do you do?
I think the direct method is probably going to work with these guys. They're not downright hostile. So I'm just going to run up to them. And it'll be like, hey, hold on. And I'm like, hey, look, sorry, I had a second to think about it. Honestly, look, it's super, super rare for me to meet somebody who has abilities. Can I just find out what you guys are all about? Because I may be able to learn something or figure something out, or just find out what's going on, man. I don't meet anybody who has abilities like this. And if you guys can just give them to people.
Say that second sentence. Say that last sentence again.
Well, I never have. What was it? I haven't run into anybody, or it's very rare for me to run into people who have abilities. And I'm like, if you guys can help me out, or
so you're looking
understand this.
So you're looking for a home among your own kind.
Psychic friends.
Yeah. Yes. I'm like, but look, those guys back there, they're really cool. They don't understand what I have to put up with every single day. Just constantly hearing voices, or, just struggling, man. I'm just struggling. I'm trying to just get by. And these guys don't understand it.
All right. Okay, you a little oversold it, so make a persuasion roll.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay, they rolled a 1, so unless you just totally critical fail this, unless they critically failed it, then you should be good. So unless you critically fail it, you should be good, probably. So.
I still have that -2 on there because I think that was from.
Just remove it. So Acolyte sus, but he not very sus. Okay, you're good. Even with the the scar.
Okay.
How long is that gonna be there?
It's only supposed to be there a month in game.
Oh, then it's gone. Remove that.
Can I?
I'll take it off for you.
Okay, yeah, because I think it was.
There we go. Gone. Okay. You're good. You made it. Okay. With the -2 gone, you made it. Okay. Okay. So he puts his hands on your shoulder and says, "Don't worry. He will accept you. We all will." And then he takes his hand off your shoulder and throws his arm around your neck and leads you down to the tram station with the others.
Okay.
And all of you go together. What about Aston and Arthur? Arthur, you're watching your PDD, and you're seeing that Spencer is being led down to the tram station 2 blocks away.
Well,
my they're getting on the tram.
My thing with this would be, as soon as he left, I would leave too.
Okay.
He's running. I'm going to stay walking. That way, we're keeping that distance.
Okay.
And then follow from there.
Okay.
That would be my suggestion.
All right.
We have a vehicle.
Yeah, but they're on foot.
So you're going to leave your vehicle behind here and then just kind of walk after them? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Okay, cool. And, all right, so that's what we see. And you guys are all out on the street, and you're going to basically try to take the tram too? Is that kind of the goal, basically, there?
Yeah, just try to follow where they go to.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you guys, so you see on the tram that it looks like they get off. Looks like the best you can tell is they get off, like 3 or 4 more stops down. Best you can tell. It's not your city, so that's the best you can tell, Matt. So you guys try to follow suit, and but if you guys are staying that distance, you can try to you'll have to board the next tram if you stay at that distance, or you guys can try to make an athletics roll to try to get on the same tram to avoid any mistakes of getting on the wrong stop. Like getting off at the wrong stop, right? Because it's not that precise, you know what I mean? Because you don't know the train stops. And that's just a risk you could take. Which one do you want to do?
I'll defer to the brain.
I'll defer to Aston. Well, I don't know. I mean, we'll be out of sight if we're on the same tram.
You can always just try to hide in the crowd if you want. So I mean, there's a crowd down there. There's always crowds in subways. So,
well, realistically speaking, if we're traveling at a far enough distance, are we going to be even able to notice that they went to a tram station in time to be able to run and catch the train that they're on? I mean, that's fine. If you want to try to do that, we could do it. Like we notice they're headed
to wait a couple minutes.
Bustle.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to see if you can get off on the same stop and that kind of stuff? Okay, so make a smarts roll to see if you can kind of guesstimate the same stop. Make a smarts roll. You're navigating a city you've never been to before.
Oh.
Okay. All right, so you get off 1 stop behind, and you think you miscalculated. You think you've lost Shaun. You can catch back up to him, but Shaun's going to arrive at a location before you guys can get to him in time. So you guys might be a little delayed if things go a little outside his favor.
That's
So,
gonna be fine.
all right. Now,
He can handle himself.
I mean, what could go wrong here?
so
Of course.
you get to a church, Spencer.
Okay.
Burned out, blacked out church. It's nothing more than nothing more than a shell of what it once was. And they lead you inside the newly replaced doors, and the doors creak open, and you see a sanctuary with a mixture of pews and like those folding chairs, right? And you see people all around, sleeping bags. It looks like it's a shelter of some kind for all manner of people. And you see a man towards the front. And he's kind of the only one that seems to have any sort of kind of gravitas to him, right? The rest of them are kind of all kind of laying about, kind of resting, sleeping, or all just kind of like trying to prepare meals or things like that. And he's up near the front of the church, and he seems to have something kind of like stuffed in a bag, and he's placing it out on the table just as you arrive, and it's folded up in like some kind of blanket, this like withered, like dirty, greasy blanket, and he's laying it up on this like altar, or it's just like an altar table, and there's a cross up on the window, like a stained glass window behind this altar table, and this is a Catholic church, and there's people all around, and he kind of looks back and sees as you guys enter in, and he says, "Alex, who is this?" He says, "He wants to join us. He wants to learn more about us. He wants to be introduced to. He wants to be baptized." He says, Alex, you know that's not how it works. We have to see if he's willing to take the plunge. He's willing to show faith." And he kind of walks up to you, Spencer, and he says, "Do you even know what you've gotten yourself into, son?"
No, I don't.
I'm sorry for my friends here. They're so zealous to spread the word. They forget to explain that what we're offering is, while it's eternal life and eternal hope and the opportunity for more, it's not an easy load to bear. It's not an easy path. Are you willing to completely change your life, even if it's going to be for something greater? Do you need purpose, son, in your life?
I mean, that sounds noble, I guess, but what do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you, son. Once you see what's beyond, you'll know that someone out there has something much more in mind for you. You'll know that our Creator has given us more in this life. You see that God has chosen us to find New Eden out here among the stars. And He's given us the power to grasp it. And I can give you that power. As long as you're just willing to take a leap of faith.
Cut out there for a second.
What'd you say?
Cut out there for a second. Last
Oh,
word I heard was
he said,
grasp it.
he said, as long as you're willing to grasp it, as long as you're willing to take a leap of faith.
Okay. What's this leap of faith? I'm like, if I take a leap of faith, do you grant me abilities or teach me how to use my abilities?
You can join with the others, and then you can decide for yourself. He says, just sit, join with the others, the other potentials. And then
So just sit down.
And then he sets you down with 3 or 4 other young people, 2 young women and an older man and a young boy. And all of them are excited, happy to be here. You're the only one that's nervous among them. And they're all just waiting, excitedly. A bit anxious, but still excited.
Mm-hmm.
And all the people that are in the church just kind of all gather in the sanctuary, right? And almost for like a service of church. And he goes to the altar and opens this blanket and reveals an obsidian tablet or slate, if you will, like a plate, and just kind of puts it on the altar in front of everyone. He says, "Behold, this is the gift from our Creator. With this, I will open a door to New Eden. Those who will be baptized will get to step into New Eden, where they will be given a chance to get their new abilities. There they will be baptized. But they must return, because it's not time yet to go to heaven. They will get to use their new abilities here on earth, where we will gain more disciples, and will convert more to our cause. But some of you are not considered worthy. It's a leap of faith. It's not for me to decide who is not worthy. Just as in Leviticus, sometimes the holy priest of the Israelites were cast down by God, and they had to be drug out of the holy temple. So as it happens in New Eden. And you hear hushed murmuring among the people. The four that you're with. Some of them a little kind of worried, but still there's excitement among them. And so he kind of, there's not much preaching, involved in this ceremony. It's just, he guides the four of you up to the front, and he ties a rope. Sorry, not he, someone else, the acolytes. They each tie a rope around your ankle and a lead. Okay. About 6 feet long from each of your ankles. And they put about 6 feet between each of you. And you're at the very back of the four. The first one goes in. Sorry, the first one goes up to the altar. And Philip Lillard puts his hand on the obsidian tablet. And you see a doorway blazing of light appear just in space. A rectangular doorway, a path, a door frame. And on the other side, Spencer, you see a dark, shadowy, dimly lit space station somewhere out in the abyss somewhere. The halls of a space station. Of an abandoned space station. You don't know where it is. And he says, it's not how you appeared it to be. But that is New Eden. We will go there one day, and we will make it our new heaven. When you step through there, you will be given new abilities. You will become your new self. And then he ushers the first person through. First person goes into the doorway. First person goes into the doorway, falls to the ground, collapses to the ground while they're inside this space station. Everyone in the sanctuary, actually, no, I'll say that everyone in the sanctuary is quiet, except for the other two people with you. They kind of scream out, frightened by what they're seeing. But they drag him back out of the doorway. And Philip Lillard checks his pulse and says, he is fine. When he awakens, he will have new powers. He will have new gifts. He is now one of us. The next person goes the same. Gets new powers, new gifts, passes out, gets drugged back out. And now we're going to jump to Arthur and Aston. So you guys are managing to catch up to, I guess, Spencer at this point. You guys have managed to follow his signal, and you guys are kind of isolating where it's coming from, right? And you guys have arrived, and you believe the signal is coming from this burned out husk of a church up ahead. The sign reads St. Agromia's Cathedral.
Kind of chuckle, like, I guess we didn't need to do this whole charade anyways, huh?
How do you want to handle this? Just waltz through the front doors?
I have reservations about busting into a church like that, but I think in this instance, it's probably going to be our only option.
No other ideas really come to mind. We could set a fire and cry fire and get everybody out. Seems a little mean.
Yeah, that's a little insensitive given the current state of the building.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna stand there, my hands on like the door handles, close my eyes for a second, take a deep breath in, and just push the door open.
Okay. All right. Spencer. And the third one goes in, drops to the floor, and is drugged back out. And he checks her pulse and says, "She was unworthy." And about that time, the door creaks open. And you're standing there, the next in line to go up to step into New Eden. So, all right.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a pass. And I like start backing up.
All right.
I'm like, yeah, is she dead?
Okay, so the door creaks open, and you look back, and you see Aston and Arthur just like coming into the building, and the rest of the like the disciples like turn and look, and they say, "You do not belong here. We are having ceremony. We are having church. Please leave."
I apologize. Did not mean to interrupt. We will definitely leave, but we seem to have misplaced our companion here, so we'll just scoop him up and head out. Don't want to bother you guys at all.
What do you do? I asked it. What do you do, Spencer, at that?
Yeah, so I just like just keep backing up towards Aston. Just making sure nobody comes towards me. But
Okay,
I'm just kind of like looking around, making sure nobody.
So there you are backing up
makes me
with
some
this
very
tether
dirty
still. But there you are backing up with a 6 foot of rope still tied to your leg, and none of the disciples none of them like try to chase after you or anything, and but like Philip Lillard like locks eyes with you guys, and says, "Why did you come, Spencer?" You didn't come here to join us, did
But
you?
like, I thought you guys knew about. No. Came here for you.
Damn it.
Just straight up said it, didn't you? Nice.
And Spencer uses his arcane spike.
Just dropped it right there. All right,
Yeah.
nice. Okay.
We get to kill this guy, right?
If you want to, sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he's literally like, as far as Spencer's concerned, he's like sacrificing people at this point. So
He's giving them the gift of
we're
new
going
life. What are you
straight
talking about?
crazy.
What are you talking
Let's
about?
see. One of those girls, that girl died. So, and Spencer's kind of the mindset. He's like, he's not a huge fan of people experimenting on other people and using,
I feel you. I'm just fucking
kind
with you.
of trying to, yeah, give people abilities and
No,
force
I
people
promise
to
you.
use them.
This
and
was not supposed to
give
be a
lives.
morally ambiguous situation. I promise. So
Cult.
this guy was not supposed to be pitched as a good guy. I know. I
Yes,
promise.
yes.
So
Okay, so
especially if your character, especially if you had like, I considered giving this stream like a mature rating just because of the religious like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like me quoting
Oh, yeah.
Leviticus like and stuff. Like
And then people die.
like all right.
Okay.
So we've got oh crap, I forgot to put the big bad on there. All right. And I know the map looks kind of D&D-ish. It is literally a D&D map, but I just couldn't find a. So I'm like, it'll work as a burned out church. I was like, I don't. We'll just say it. It was meant to look like an old church. So it's the best I could do. All right.
Is the portal still open?
Excellent.
Why? You think about running
Well,
through
I
and
mean-
getting powers?
Well, I mean that has occurred to me, but I thought maybe Spencer could throw the tracking beacon through. So if we ever get, I mean, I don't know what the range would be, but if we could track it down.
Okay, so let's roll initiative. All right, let's do this. Okay, so Arthur Hakel. Why is nobody actually on
Did you?
on the hexes? What the fuck?
The grid does not align.
Well, the grid is a line. It is a grid. Why is it not putting the characters on the grid?
Is that a Fantasy Grounds grid or is that the map?
I just
grid?
put that grid out. Yeah, on Fantasy
Oh.
Grounds.
Oh, huh?
That's fucked up, ain't it?
It's weird.
Yeah. That is so weird. Or snap the grid off. See if that helps. Turn it back on. See if that fixes it. That is fucked up. Whatever.
Can you just
Anyways,
shift
Snapping
it
to it is just snapping
lightly?
weird.
Yeah, it's just snapping it right.
Oh, it's probably the size of the tokens. Did you put them down before you turned the grid on?
No? No?
I don't know then.
Oh, well.
It'll work.
It'll fly. Anyways, so Arthur, what do you do?
All right. Nobody has expressed aggressive intent yet, right?
No, but it looks like
I mean, do they-
Spencer's
or do
going to
they
do
look-
something. Yeah, Spencer looks like he's going to do something. And I'll say that, and Spencer just told them that they came here for you. So I'm thinking the acolytes are probably drawing weapons right now. The disciples are drawing weapons right now.
Oh, they have
Yeah.
weapons.
Yeah, because
Well,
he started
that's
because he's
unfortunate.
converting like gang members and stuff. You know, like homeless people and gang members. And by the way, I should probably put the tokens out there, but like this is not all the people that's in the room. This is just the people that are going to fight you. So this is what I'll do. I'll put these things down there for people that are. I actually don't have to put anything. Okay, so like tokens that don't have combatants. Just assume that the innocent bystander rule is in play. So let's see if I can find that innocent bystander rule. It basically means that when you miss with a shooting roll, with a shooting roll of 1, if I remember rule correctly, it means that you'll hit an innocent bystander. So basically, there's enough people around that you'll accidentally shoot someone essentially innocent, basically. So.
No one's innocent.
Great.
Yeah,
There goes my
innocent
medium
bystanders.
burst template.
When attacker misses with shooting or athletics roll, it may sometimes be important to see if any other targets were hitting the line of fire. If you want to see what it is, that's it. If each skill die that sets a 1 hits a random victim adjacent or in direct line of fire to the original target. So, wild die never hits innocent bystanders. So,
And it's only for shooting and athletics. You can do your medium burst template for your psychic powers and not have to worry about it.
yeah, it's for shooting and
Unless-
athletics. Yeah.
Unless Shane wants to be mean and say that you have some weird.
Okay.
but they will be
Burst
in
template,
anything.
everything.
But if you're doing a burst template, it will apply. So if they're in a burst. So
Just don't
Yeah.
roll a 1. That's
Oh.
easy.
well, if they're in a burst area, they're in a burst area. So
So,
Damn it.
speaking of which, Arthur pulls out, and you said stun weapons were okay. So I assume stun grenades are okay.
yeah, it'll stun innocents. But yeah, you can do stunts. Sure. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
because you said other weapons were not okay. So he will take out a stun grenade, and how?
You said stun weapons are okay. What are you asking me?
Like to bring them on the planet.
If
Oh yeah, sure.
a stun
I mean,
grenade. Yeah. All right.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay. I'm throwing a stun grenade right there.
Okay.
To hit
What is the template
those
size of
two
it?
acolyte. LBT, large.
Oh my
I
goodness.
guess.
Okay, then you need
Oh,
to
that's
draw
it.
that
Wait,
one
if
out.
it's
That's a
large-
large.
I don't know
That's
how large
fucking big.
is, so maybe I want it elsewhere.
That's a large.
Okay, can we? I'll move it a
can
little
get
to
those.
the right.
You can get
we
those.
get that? Yeah, that's what I was wanting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
How do I get rid of a pointer then?
And a
Fuck all
stun
the other
burst
people.
is like concussive. So, like, it actually will probably like rip pews apart, and like it'll probably like maybe even knock like loose dust and rocks off of the columns and that kind of stuff because it's like a concussive blast, you know. But it'll look cool as hell when it goes
well.
off, you know. So, and it'll knock people to the ground, and it'll look pretty cool. So, all right.
I feel a little bad, but
Eh,
I mean they're drawing weapons, so
Yeah.
Yeah, he's tossing it.
Okay. All right.
Jesus Christ.
9. And they make a vigor roll at -2. Wait.
Well, first they get their agility roll. All right.
Okay.
See if they can get away from the burst.
Yep. I believe it's at a -2. Well, first you made your athletics. What'd you get?
because
Yeah, you gotta go. Okay. Yep, -2. All right, let's see how they do. That is 4, 3, and 1. Okay. I'm just gonna pick out a roll this way. So they all failed. So none of them get out. And the vigor roll is what, at a -2?
Yes.
Because you got a
Since
raise?
it's with a raise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We got 1 success. We got 2 successes. We got 1 failure. So, all right. So we got 1 that's straight up stunned. So we got Acolyte 4 straight up stunned. So what is the condition it opposes? The stun condition?
Stunned.
Cool. Distracted and the drop. That is awesome.
Ooh.
So shoot at him. All right, sweet. Spencer, you got a rope tied to your feet. You're out there in the open. No bad guys in front of you, but there are some behind you. And Philip Lillard is in front of you with a doorway right beside him.
Shit. Okay. And
We turn the camera.
nobody's holding the rope, right?
No.
Okay. So I am going to run like right here, just so I can kind of get a little bit of cover.
Okay. right.
But I'm going to.
Yeah, all the
use my
pews
entangle.
behind you are like blasted up and that kind of stuff. Okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I just saw that bomb go off.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, yeah, I got it. Like, so I pretty much just like dive out of the way.
So you dive down to the
and
ground.
try to-
Around you are a bunch of homeless people, like clustered in around blankets and that kind of stuff, and like people who've like got like cross tattoos on their forehead, and like they've accepted the path of New Eden, and they're all sheltered in
Jesus.
fear and that kind of stuff. Yeah. Okay. All right. What do you do?
I'm going to cast my entangle power on Philip Lillard to attempt to stop him. Hardness. Okay. Range smarts. So. Okay. So then. I got a 5.
All right. And he resists with strength. Right? Yeah, strength. Yep, strength. Okay.
Points.
Oh wait, no, it's hold on, it's restrain a target with ice bands of. This successful target is bound. Right, he's... Hold on. Yeah, so he's going to resist with strength.
Mhm.
So he's got a 5, you got a 5, so you succeed. All right.
Okay.
All right, so you succeed. So you got him, but he's only bound, only entangled.
Okay.
That gives him the distracted condition. All right. So he's got all these. So gravity flips on him and is trying to drag him to the ground. All right. So it's trying to pull him down, and like he feels it weighing down on him. It's trying to buckle at his knees and try to flip him and pull him to the ground. All right. Now it is Clint Burl. Who wants to make Clint Burl act?
So they have clearly started aggressing towards us for being.
Yeah, they're
right?
drawing weapons and they're about to like lay down fire on you. It's clear that's about to happen.
Clint is definitely going to have an issue with us doing this shit in a church.
Is he? Oh, I wasn't aware that
he's got like the hero trait. And
Clint. Sorry, I thought you said Aston. Okay, sorry, my bad.
No, not Aston.
Yeah,
Aston.
Clint. Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, that's a good point.
Like
yeah.
with the hero trait and everything, I don't know what he would even do in this case.
Get people out.
Start trying to get people out. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, probably just get people out.
So I feel like that's what he would do on his turn. I don't think he's gonna take any action.
Yeah,
he would just
maybe just run to people and get 2 people out, one with each hand. Try to get them out of the door.
Like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Especially people caught in this concussive circle here.
Just run up here and grab some people and get them out. Okay.
Yep.
And he could take multi actions, right? So since it's not a roll required, right? So he can just run up and grab them and like pull them out. So so make a run action for him. So
I don't think I have access to his card.
Oh yeah,
I don't.
Right. Well, you can actually I can fix that. But it's paces.
Yeah, I got it here.
Yeah, just with that run dice. Yeah, so he got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so he grabs some people and then tucks them up under his arms and draws them back. And so now he's got some people with him and he's carrying them away. They're frightened. They're screaming. They're right in front of you, Aston. But it's now the Acolyte's turn. And let's see what they do. The 2 on the top, Acolyte 2 and 5, I'm going to go ahead and resolve them first. They're going ahead and attacking Shaun. But Shaun has cover, right? Because he dove down behind the pews. I'm going to give Shaun the cover condition. I'm thinking the pews don't provide a lot of cover because they're thin, and also like you can shoot under them, you can that kind of stuff. They don't provide a lot of cover, so we're just going to give you light cover, right?
Okay.
All right, so light cover, and so Acolyte 2 and 5. Actually, we'll do 5 first. No, sorry, we'll do 2 first. 2 is going to charge up to you, and no, we'll leave him back there. Actually, sorry, we'll do that. I already gave you cover. That'd be annoying to have to do that. Take that off and put it back on again. And this one will use his laser pistol fired at you. Yeah, because these guys got illegal weapons and shit like that. Because they got Yakuza connection. They got hooked up with the Yakuza. All right. And number 5. Overcharge that you hear it go charge up as he aims it at you. And it hits the overcharge, blasting the pew, sending shrapnel your way. But you are safe from the blast. You know what? Fuck it. GM's Benzabini.
God.
Reroll that sumbitch.
Ugh. God damn it. Hold on.
Damn it. All right. And now we've got Acolytes 1 and 3. I think we can take this burst template away because it only applies once it's thrown. It's thrown.
Right.
And Acolyte 1. I mean, all these guys are probably just going to turn on you guys. I mean, it just makes sense, right? You just threw a stun grenade at them. So this one's going to
stun grenade at him.
Yeah. That first guy, he's going to dive behind the pews. That first Acolyte, he's going to dive behind the pews and take cover. And
so does nothing happen to them if they make their save with the concussion grenade?
Yeah, that's the way it works if they make their save. Yeah. And so he's gonna fire up and over at Arthur. Arthur, did you take cover behind the pews?
Yeah.
Okay, then we'll give you cover too. And this guy's going to try to blast you with a thermal pistol. Yeah, I forgot that doesn't do that.
And so the random people that are around that got hit with this blast, are they members of the congregate?
Yep, they're members of the congregate, and they got thrown to the ground and staggered, stunned, and those are the people that Clint is trying to save right now. So,
Right. I'm just saying, so
yeah.
Are these people trying to be cautious of not hitting any of their own?
They'll have the innocent bystander rules too. So, yeah, that's a good point. Like, they don't seem to be cautious right now in this first turn, at least.
Fair. I mean, they just got hit with a grenade. I wouldn't either.
Yeah. So, yeah, they're protecting their messiah at this point. So, and Acolyte 3 and 4. We'll say Acolyte 4. Yeah, he's going to. He sees that you guys are like right down here by the lane from him. Oh, he's stunned, actually. Sorry, my bad. He's still stunned. And but remind me what stunned does. Stunned is distracted and this dropped.
Yeah,
Cannot
you can't
move or take action.
any
Yep, thank you for reminding me. And Acolyte. And Acolyte 3, thank you. Acolyte 3's out in the open, close to you guys. Aston, he just charges you. He just charges you with a combat knife.
I don't like that.
He charges you with a combat knife. So he's drawing the knife as he rushes in at you. And he says, "Leave our holy place now!" And he draws his combat knife and tries to skewer you with it.
Okay.
I'm gonna re-roll that. GM is using a binning on that one. That's way less interesting. That's better. Yeah, so you're shaking now, from the combat knife?
Yeah, I'm gonna spend the Benny to get rid of that.
Okay. And now it is your action.
It didn't apply the shaken.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hit apply yet. All right, there you go.
Cool. Yes, we're gonna get rid of that.
Okay.
All right. Yep. So I am going to multi-action. Because I am at a 5 with calculated, I don't take the -2 penalty for that.
Nice.
And
Don't forget, one enemy you get the drop on, but it's not the one that's currently in melee with you.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing, but I'm gonna have to take care of the guy in front of me first. So yeah. So
I'm trying to figure out when that ends.
at the start of his next turn.
Okay.
All right. Yep. So I'm gonna take the multi-action penalty.
Wait, should it have gone the way that time, or does it go away at the start of the next turn?
Next turn.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
This turn he has it the whole time, and then I think
it.
at the start of the next round it'll do it.
Got it.
Yeah. So we're just gonna have to. No, stop doing that. I'm gonna clear my -2 on this guy. Attack. That's a hit.
Shooting your pistol in close range. Nice.
Yep. And are these after he takes a hit, does he go down or is he still standing?
He takes a hit, and you see the impact pistol, like the round go through his chest off the other side, and he falls to the ground, and you see his eyes go dark.
I'm gonna yell out, "God damn it! This is not what I wanted to do!" And then, yep. So I'm gonna take a few steps over, and then aim at the guy on the ground. That's a miss. With the drop, did it apply the drop? It didn't apply.
He's prone. He's prone. He's on the ground.
But it didn't apply the drop.
Oh.
The drop should have given it a +4.
Oh. Yeah, it did. Stunned. +4.
Well, yeah. Oh, okay.
It's
So
just
how is
that they offset each other.
Prone 4. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, you know what? Fuck that.
That should hit. That should hit. My God.
26? Did a 26 hit?
That definitely hits.
Do I have to roll damage even?
Yeah, you do, unfortunately.
All right.
Okay, so you pull a Django Unchained and shoot him through his foot up through his face. So.
And then I'm going to take the rest of the movement and I'm going to kind of duck over here and purposefully push myself against the door so it's open so Clint can run out of it.
All right.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Now, the new Messiah's turn. So he says, "Not in my new house," and he steps forward and
Can't move.
He's entangled. Oh shit! Yeah, that's right. He's entangled. Wait, entangled doesn't stop you from moving, does it? It just distracted you, right?
Well, read it next to it.
Oh,
Entangled,
bound.
distracted, can't move. Yeah.
Oh, I thought bound is the one that did that. Let me double check.
It's just what it says on the combat tracker.
Oh,
Tracker. It says
okay.
distracted, cannot move.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. So then I'll have to break free from that. Okay. Okay. Well, then he was going to use this power anyways, so he'll just do it from here. Wow. Jim is spinning a Benny.
That's all three of them, ain't it?
I should have used his bennies, actually.
Oh,
So
yeah,
that
yeah,
one.
that fucking wild card, huh?
Yeah, I should have used his bennies. Okay, so he now has a strength of D12.
Ooh.
Still fails to get out from under it. But anyways, yeah. Smart's 10, 20. Yeah, so pretty much all these pews on the side closest to where Shaun is, like over here, on this line west, get lifted up and get hurled to the east side. So Shaun, you lose your cover. Hurled against the back wall. So Shaun, you lose your cover. With that telekinesis roll. That first telekinesis roll.
With that acolyte standing in between the two pews, is it high enough to go over him? Or
yeah, he just lifts it straight up and then hurls it back. So he doesn't like flip it like aggressively. He just lifts it straight up and then pushes it back.
Kind of like a fuck you, you can't hide.
Yeah, like fuck you, you can't hide. Right, precisely. And that was his initial telekinesis roll. So he's still entangled. So he's getting pulled and drugged to the ground. And that was his telekinesis roll. So, and there'll be no sitting in this church. Nice. And Aston, what do you do?
Yeah, shit. I'm gonna yell out, Philip, we didn't come here for a fight. I was just curious. Why is Anthony Wright after you?
You're killing my disciples!
They pulled weapons on us.
That's about all you can get out in about 6 seconds.
I'm gonna
Bullets are still flying.
I'm gonna hold my action until after he goes.
Okay. All right.
To see what he does.
All right. He says, "You allow the rest of us to leave in peace, and I keep my tablet and continue my mission. And no more need to die."
I just want to talk to figure out what is going on here. Believe me, you have more to lose here than we do.
What is there to say? The devil has sent you to stop my work.
So you attribute Anthony Wright to the devil?
Are you here to take this tablet?
I'm here to talk.
And he uses a hand signal to order his men to lower their weapons. We can talk.
I see. Okay.
He says, we can talk. But I don't think our words will lead us anywhere. I have my mission. And I think it conflicts with what you need to do.
I'm going to look at Clint and look at Arthur for confirmation of everything right now.
Do you move from the door?
Once I see everybody start putting their weapons away, yes.
Where do you move to?
Dumbly, I'll come out here so I can actually kind of be in a line of sight of him. Probably the dumbest place to be is in a line of sight of a
What, Spencer?
a psychic.
Spencer, do you release him from the entanglement?
Nope.
Okay.
So just gonna have my hands up. Why does Anthony Wright want you so badly? What is on the tablet that you're afraid to lose?
He says the tablet is the gift from God. I was chosen. The rest of the scientists could not use it.
Can I roll smarts to put 2 and 2 together? What the fuck he's talking about?
You can.
'Cause I feel
I mean,
like-
you could try. I mean, sure, but I mean, without seeing the tablet, I mean, it'd be difficult to
Nope.
figure that out.
Well, like,
Would I have any more luck being a psychic? Knowing what it is?
I mean, you could probably ascertain that it probably only works for psychics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, that's probably the only reason why the other scientists didn't work for them. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
wondering how he's
fantasizing
opened up.
himself as like some kind of messiah chosen from God, but whatever it is, probably just worked for psychics, and him being the scientist on the team,
Right.
he unlocked it. It worked, you know, and now he's fantasizing himself as chosen, you know.
what Aston is putting together with this is that, like, he's thinking something like
I mean, he thinks he's the next Adam Smith or Moses, you know. So,
Mm-hmm.
Well, hopefully he doesn't make that reference.
so
But yeah, that was my thing, is that if Aston at this moment is thinking, like, he has something like what I have. He was given these powers from some alien source. So, like, you know, maybe there's some sort of a common ground we can talk here.
sure.
But yeah, so you think that Anthony Wright wants to take away your gift?
I don't know if Anthony Wright wants to take it away. I just know I have my mission.
Well, think of his platform. You could reach a larger audience than you could hear with his assistance. Why do you think that he is the devil or that he is the bad guy?
I didn't say that he was the devil. I said that you would be acting as the devil. I assumed you were sent here to stop me.
No, we're sent here to check on you. We were told that you were a value member of his team, and he's concerned about you.
Make a persuasion roll posed by his notice.
Sure.
Because he's very suspicious of that. I mean, he's worked in corporate jobs
rolls.
and yep.
Okay. 5. But yeah, I'm gonna lay it on thick. And and your friend Melissa.
You want to be any of that?
I mean, sure, why not? I mean, I'm not trying to lie to the guy about it. This is really what we were told to do.
Well, you were told to bring him in dead or alive. There's a little more to that. So.
And then one more. No, it's still fucked.
Yeah.
So yeah, so whatever. But yeah, that's the story I'm gonna stick with. And your friend Melissa, she's worried about you as well. We sat down, we spoke with her. The reason we even ended up in here is because we were told about the slop shop and that you enjoy food there. So we wanted to see if we could find you before all of this transpired. We don't want to hurt you.
But you're willing to.
Well, you've unfortunately shown that you're quick to act in such ways as well. We walk in, we get guns drawn on us. We were defending ourselves, just as I assume your people thought that they were doing before they attacked us. But I came to talk. I did not come to fight.
So what if I said, right now, I want to keep the tablet, and I do not want to go see Anthony Wright? Would we be at an impasse?
Well, I would hope you would consider at least having a sit down with him and telling him this yourself.
But how far are you willing to go? See,
Well, we came all the way here.
Let's be truthful. We are in a church, after all. Let's speak honest words. Spencer, at this point, are you going to spend a PowerPoint to extend your entangle? Yep. Okay. All right.
It's 2, I believe. Let me look it up. Yeah, it's 2. Done.
Okay. All right.
There's an actual religion skill, isn't there? So I definitely do not have that. There's not. There's a cult. Common knowledge, and I don't know anything about religion, so I looked up some quippy quotes that I could throw out and have a nice little verse exchange. Nope.
Well, from behind the pew, Arthur will whisper into the comms, "Tell him we brought Joshua to his note, Moses. Even Moses had a Joshua. Tell him Spencer is his Joshua."
Is that smart?
Nice.
Probably not, but Spencer should be able to use the tablet.
Yeah. Fuck.
So at this point, so at this point, he stands up. And I'm sorry, did I miss your response to the what he said about speaking truth and honest in a church? Did I miss your response to that when I asked Shaun about? Did you respond to that when I asked Shaun about after I asked Shaun about the PowerPoints?
No, I didn't respond.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, my response is going to be completely vague to him. It's just going to be,
Okay.
We're here to talk.
Mm-hmm. Spencer, at this point, Philip Lillard steps forward. So he's broken free from your entanglement.
Great.
In fact, he probably he floats.
That's close enough.
He floats forward.
Show off.
Because he's looking at it, telekinesis. And he says, if Anthony Wright wants to speak to me, then he'll have to find me. And so are we
raising an eyebrow at him?
Okay. So are we gonna pick up? Are we gonna start a new combat round, or do you just want us to pick up right where are we left off on that one? That turn order. Just start a new combat round? Because he's gonna take an action. He's gonna take an action.
Right, no, I got you.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's fine. You can just pick up. It's his turn.
Yeah. Okay.
That's fine.
This is what happens. He.
What are the interrupt rules?
Yeah, so you can, if you're on hold, if you want to interrupt his action, like if you want to go before him, you have to make an agility roll.
Yeah. If I'm noticing he's aggressing at this point, I assume, right?
He's not really aggressing. Actually, he just says those words, and then he makes an invisibility roll, Sonic's roll, because then he just kind of, hold on.
He's a showboating for sure, huh?
And then he, my God, and then he just goes whoop and disappears.
That's bullshit.
So
you said we're in turn order now?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, as soon as he does that, I'm gonna yell to Clint to bar the doors.
Okay.
I have an idea. I gotta.
Okay. Aston, what do you want to do? You're on hold. Do you want to just stay on hold for now?
Yeah, for now.
Let Spencer go?
Hold.
Okay.
Yep.
Spencer, you had said you had an idea. Oh, you no longer have cover because your pews flipped over.
Pew pew.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you do?
I'm looking at the dispel power.
You thinking about using Arcane Spike?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. I'm just wondering because you rolled damn good on that. If I even have a chance of.
Do we need to put you on hold too, then come back to you?
Screw it. Yeah, so he was, well, he disappeared. So none of the civilians like ran out of the building or anything? Or did they?
They're like huddled in corners of the sanctuary and that kind of stuff. So Some probably fled. Some are hoping their
Okay.
Messiah
seeing
will
as these
protect them and that kind of stuff. So,
And these acolytes have joined the combat again.
oh, I'm sure they're going to
Take
protect.
it.
I'm sure they're going to protect their boss. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured. Okay. So I'm probably not even going to bother with the dispel at this point. I'm probably just going to go for the like burst of some kind. Let me see here. There was one that was a blast. Okay, so that's medium tempo.
To be fair,
So-
nobody has attacked us yet, and he didn't give anybody a command to attack. The last command he gave was to put the weapons away, and they did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He said he'll have to find me. So.
Yeah, but we're not supposed to let him go. I'm just going to try the dispel, see if it works.
So let's read the spell power and make sure there's not any discrepancies. Yeah. So dispel allows you here to negate enemies' powers. It has no effect on permanent enchantments or innate abilities such as Dragon's Breath, blah, blah, blah. Spell can be used on a power or an effect or counter enemy power is being used. The latter requires the countering mage to be on hold. And interrupt. In either case, dispelling an opponent's power as opposed. Okay. Gain skill. -2 if the rival's power is another type, such as magic, blah, blah, blah. Dispelling character wins, the target's power, and immediately the raise should be the power is also distracted. Okay. All right. Yeah, sure.
So it's not, so we basically make a skill contest?
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
But you're dispelling one power.
Yes. So I will play Arcane Spike.
Okay.
And then dispel.
Okay.
So you just want to make just a psionics roll?
Yep, psionics roll. Post psionics.
Okay.
Before, damn it.
I'm going to Benny that.
Oh, you're out of bennies, Aston?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless someone in chat wants to borrow one.
I should have. You just went right through them and I didn't realize it. Okay.
There we go.
Okay, woo, just barely. Okay.
Yeah. Need a raise.
We didn't get a raise because he got a 7.
Oh, yeah, because I got to beat his plus. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, sweet. Well, he's no longer invisible.
And we get 2 hero card uses at this level, right?
No. Adventure card uses? No. You never get more than 1.
So okay, so it's 1 per game. Okay, you just draw more.
Yeah, you get more to draw from, yeah.
Yeah, the only way you get more use is if you either get Destiny's Child feat or if you get the Dark Bargain.
Thing Clint
you
got.
play the Dark Bargain one.
Okay. All right. Sweet.
Yeah.
So Spencer, that's what you did. Any other actions? Also, you want to move or anything?
Well, seeing as none of those pews are there anymore, I'm gonna probably. So the problem is I don't want to get too far away from him because a lot of my powers are distance based. So I think I could get away with being maybe right here.
Okay.
I kind of want to like run towards a wall or something. I'm just like, fuck, I need some cover, but I'm kind of out in the open.
Yep. Okay.
So.
All right. Clint Burl. What does Clint Burl do?
Try that.
What do you guys think? What does Clint Burl do?
Well, hopefully
Keep
he's barring the door.
Outside.
Well, he's supposed to be barring the door shut.
Yeah, sure. Yes. Okay. So he's barring the door shut. Okay. All right.
I mean, I guess it's a little less prevalent that he's visible now, but like still.
All right. What about Arthur?
I think Arthur is going to hold his action until after the acolytes and see if they are going to attack. Also, I just want to say, chat redeemed. Oh, you
yeah.
Okay.
or Aston.
Woo.
So remember, guys, if y'all use them, chat, we'll give them to you. All right. Sweet. Okay, good for him. Okay, so you're gonna wait. You're gonna go on hold and see what the bad guys do.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And I guess I'm gonna take my turn after theirs too.
Okay. All right. So this acolyte near Spencer, he sees that you guys are acting aggressively towards their boss. You know they can't have that, and yeah, because they're
No one
oil
acted
disciples.
aggressively.
Well, they use the psychic power to reveal him. So I mean,
That's considered aggressive. Okay.
to them it is. So they're fanatical, man. All right.
I got you.
So that means that this one is going to try to stab Spencer. So
I have a dumb question, Spencer. Why did you only take 4 steps away?
he's dumb. Combat knife to the face. Hit with a raise because no one in this group takes fighting.
Perfect.
So
hold on a second. I lost it.
oh my god.
Yeah,
It's
hold on.
only a
before you do any of
shaken?
that.
Only a shaken, really, with a 10?
Wow.
Wait, hold on. Is that right?
Wow.
Yeah, his is 9.
Wait, why is your armor 5? Oh, wait, he's got EVA suit and EVA helmet? No, that ain't right. He's got his helmet checked. You're not wearing an EVA suit. But, okay, well, you got an EVA helmet checked? That ain't right. Okay, so...
So what I'm going
let's
to do
mark that
then
down. So
is I'm going to play
what should
perfect
that be?
timing.
What does that do?
Perfect timing makes it where I can pull any card out of the deck. And then I will play Not Today, which is basically the one that play after any attack to change it from a success to a critical failure.
Oh, nice. Okay, so what happens is so he's coming in with his knife, and he says, "You will not hurt the Messiah." And like he comes in to stab his knife, and he slips and falls on some like a piece of a broken pew.
So crit failure would mean
and like he slips and falls on a broken pew, and like he and you hear a slip of the knife blade as he falls on the tile floor. So
Nice.
Because of the bystander rules, if he crit fails, he hits a bystander.
it's not with fighting. Normally applies to athletics and shooting. But I just let him kill himself with the knife when he fell. So that's what I was gonna do. But yeah.
I mean, I guess that works too. I was gonna say it seems more mentally impactful that he kills one of his followers.
Which one? Which one? Like just one of the innocent people nearby?
Yeah. I mean,
okay, sure. That sounds cool. Sure. All right. Yeah. So like Spencer's nearby, and like Spencer jukes out of the way, and like Spencer jukes out of the way, and he stabs one of the homeless like new converts, and like he stabs one of them. But then like after he stabs him, right, he like pulls the blade out. And then, like, he's so shaken and stunned by it, he drops the knife to the ground and, like, just kind of, like, cowers back. Like, kind of just, like, stunned by what he did. And, like, having just, like, this crisis of consciousness.
Yeah.
And, like, he's now shaken and now disarmed now. And that's what he's doing. And, but yeah.
They yell out to Philip, like,
yeah.
You are doing more damage to your people than you are helping right now.
Interesting. Okay. I see what you're trying to do. Acolyte 2. I'm still thinking Acolyte 2 is gonna shoot at Shaun. Because he's trying to hurt their Messiah, man.
Mm-hmm.
So laser pistol. Fully charged laser pistol.
I don't got anything else, Shaun. You're on your own with this one.
I'm looking into my options.
Well, he rolled crappy, so you're lucky it's just a shaken. Yeah, so that is a shaken result on you.
Okay.
And
So if you got a Benny, you might want to spend it too.
Acolyte 5 is going to go after you too.
Yeah.
Yeah, before that happens.
Until someone else gets involved and does something else, these guys, they're all going after you, man. All right.
Great. Okay.
I guess we could jump in. We don't have to wait until
interrupt.
after all the acolytes go. Oh. I mean, they're all grouped together.
Do you want to soak it? Or you just want to take it?
Do you have any adventure cards that would work on the situation? Oh, you already played.
Well, I already used mine.
Oh, crap. I
Yeah.
forgot to do that, actually.
I used mine too.
Oh, thank you.
Matt?
Yeah, I'll
Anything?
try and soak it. So, Benny,
Looking.
or I'm gonna wait and see if Matt can help.
Okay, not going to soak it? Okay.
Wow. Okay, I'll soak it. All right, vigor roll.
Well, that's good.
Yay.
Soaked. All right.
Awesome.
All right. So the bullet grazes your shoulder instead of hitting you square, and you are okay. You are now out of bennies.
Yeah. Okay.
And now it is either Arthur or Aston's turn, whichever one.
I'm going to forego my turn this round.
Just forego your turn.
Yep.
You can use your turn to make that persuasion roll. Try to convince him to step down.
Sure.
And stop your conflict.
I like it. We'll do that.
Yeah. Continue your persuasive argument of
12.
It's pretty persuasive.
I'm trying.
It's pretty persuasive. So he looks down and sees that his disciple just stabbed an innocent person. And sees the homeless man on the ground, slumped to the ground, blood everywhere. And he floats to the floor and just collapses down to his feet. And says, now his face is down to the ground, and he's in a kneeling position, almost prostrate. He's not even looking at the rest of you. And he's got the tablet in front of him, wrapped in this blanket. And he just says, at what cost? I don't think I deserve heaven anymore, if it's at this cost.
Come back with us. Have a conversation with Anthony Wright. And then go on with your life. Shane, did you roll any aftermath on this homeless person? Is he for sure dead, or is he something that Aston could attempt to heal?
I haven't rolled anything yet.
Yeah, because so, what I would like to try to do is walk over to the homeless person that he's, embracing right now, and attempt to heal them. But that's at your discretion if that would work or not.
You can go there, sure. Does Exgon take over and try to heal him, or does this Aston?
Oh, this is all Aston. This is calculated.
Aston. All right. This moment, you go over there and try to go heal him, but Exgon is resisting. Exgon wants to take over and go grab that tablet.
Kind of internal dialogue is just, we can do both. Have a plan.
And Exgon in your head says, "No, we can't." And then you look up at Philip Lillard, and he's drawing out his thermal pistol, and he's putting it to the tablet. He's putting it to the tablet, and he's about to destroy it.
Arthur is going to interrupt with an adventure card.
Oh.
He loses his turn and must tell us all about his master plan.
Oh my god! What master? I don't know what the fuck master plan.
He just has to monologue like they always do in the movies right around now.
Oh my god! I don't have a monologue.
I longed to.
Okay, you're gonna have to help me out here, Arthur. Then, like, what kind of master? Help me out here, bro.
Well, okay. I was hoping he would drop some hints about like the tablet, like how it works, where this portal goes to. I assume this guy has been through the portal.
Okay, maybe Arthur can help me here. Maybe Arthur sees him pull out the thermal pistol, and maybe Arthur can kind of help him start talking right about it. So Arthur sees him pull out the thermal pistol, right? And starts him on this monologue. You're not close enough to stop him, but maybe you see him, right? And you say something in a brief moment to stop him, but he's got a thermal pistol, and y'all know how powerful a thermal pistol is. It's strong enough to just melt through heavy armor. So...
okay. I guess Arthur, calls out, "Wait! Don't blast it! Even if things didn't turn out the way you hoped, that can be changed. There is forgiveness. There's no reason to destroy it all.
Okay.
Good can still come of this."
So do we see Aston do we see him froze between two decisions? Between Exgon and this control? Or do we see Aston, win control? What do we see?
We're satisfying both things here, I think.
I'm going to begin the monologue. I'm just curious as to what is Exgon gonna let you have control.
In the face. I'm going to shoot Philip Lillard in the face.
Okay, so this is what happens. All right, so this is what happens. But is there any moment to where there's any control loss or any sort of between you and Exgon?
Nope. So he says we can't do both, and he says, "Look," and I notice it.
Yeah.
So instead of going for a heal, I just pull the gun out and point blank shoot him in the face.
Okay, so you say that there can be forgiveness and that kind of stuff. There can be whatever, and then Lillard says, I went there. It's this place where you can find new gifts. It's this place where no one has walked before. This place where we could all reach one day. We could all become something new, something more powerful. And then boom! And then just gets blasted and just gets slumps over to the stone floor, and you see just the tablets just painted red.
And you hear Aston say, "Fine, we'll do it your way." And then he puts his gun away and he starts walking out. I don't know if he can make it out because I'm sure the acolytes are probably going to have an issue with me doing this, but that's what his.
So you start walking out and you never heal the person on the ground?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Ex-Con had his way. We couldn't do both.
I can heal him.
But does X-Con get the tablet? Because
I can
X-Con wants the tablet.
Oh yeah, I mean if he wants the tablet, then
Okay.
then we're gonna grab it. Yeah.
Okay.
So if the guy's sitting on the ground and I can at least help him, I'll make the roll.
All right. Okay.
Just understand the
Like a healing roll.
The conscious decision of this is me being petty, punishing Ex-Con in the only way that I can, because he's all about preserving life and helping, and he stopped me from doing that. So now we're just gonna do it his way, right? So he got his tablet, but that dude's gonna stay dead for all I care.
Okay.
3.
But
You
yeah,
get
so I'll
this.
grab
You get
the
this
tablet.
sense though
So
that
right-
you get the sense though that X-Con's pleased though when you pick up the tablet though. You feel empty though. Like you thought that like you were gonna get some sense of satisfaction though, but like the part of you that X-Con carries is pleased.
Yeah, I tried.
He's a soldier and a scientist, so.
But with that, then I'm gonna hold the tablet and I'm gonna kind of hold it like this, facing towards the acolytes.
Okay. Yeah, they're all like stunned and stuff now. Like after everything that's happened.
And
One of them
I'm
just
just holding-
completely runs away. The other one completely runs away. The other one is just stunned. And you're just holding it out now. And so one just completely like scatters, gone. This one was shaken. He ran on his own. There's only one left. He's completely stunned. So you're just holding it out in front of him.
yeah, like keeping
Yeah.
the tablet between me and his gun.
Yeah. All right. Lillard is dead. Okay. And okay, so that's what we see. And okay, so what happens next? I mean, so Spencer, you managed to heal the homeless guy, right? That got stabbed. You managed to heal his wounds.
Mm-hmm.
And what's next?
Okay.
Well, if anybody else is injured, Arthur would go around doing what he can for them.
Okay. Yeah,
I don't know if-
there
I mean,
are people that got injured from when you dropped a stun grenade on their asses.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, maybe let Clint help them.
And okay, so let's talk to you, Aston. So you're holding this tablet, and are you holding it without the blanket wrapped around it?
Yeah, I don't know any better, so
Okay. So if you touch your skin to it, and when your skin touches it, it becomes warm to the touch. If it presses up against the center of the tablet, a door frame opens up in the center of space, and you can see a bleak, dimly lit space station appear. A door frame to this dimly lit space station appear. You don't know where the space station is, but a doorway out in the middle of space opens.
yeah. And just say it out loud, talking to Ex-Con, but I'm saying it out loud, like, well, I hope you're happy.
I am. Immensely. No one should have this.
Look over at Arthur. Arthur,
Yeah.
XCon says that no one should have this tablet. So I'm gonna walk over and hand it to Arthur.
Okay.
And then
Did you open the portal or not?
oh no. Well, yeah, I'm sure I did. On
Well, if you
accident
hand
when
it
I
to
grabbed
if you hand it to Arthur,
Oh, okay.
you take your hands off of it and hand it to Arthur, the door closes.
Oh, okay. Okay. I guess Arthur will take it.
I'm not putting two and two together why I did that though. I have
Okay.
a fucking D10 in smarts, and for some reason I have rolled not higher than a 3 tonight on it.
Okay, so Arthur, you now have an obsidian tablet. Obsidian tablet.
Did XCon say why no one should have this?
But he felt it was important enough to kill Philip Lillard over healing them.
Oh, I thought you killed Philip Lillard. I
No,
see.
my plan was to end this peacefully this time.
Wait, but if Philip Lillard was going to destroy the tablet, why did XCon kill him if XCon wanted the tablet destroyed? And he was about to destroy it.
No, I killed him. But XCon said
Oh, okay.
not to save the person. But
Oh, I see.
if
I
he
see.
thinks that it's no one should handle it, that's why I gave it to you, so you could figure out what this thing is, because I feared that if I have it, he's going to take control and make me do something.
Ah, I see. Well,
So
it let's see. I'll roll smarts to see if. Okay, so Arthur, I think, notices that it does seem to be reacting to his touch. So he's going to wrap it in something so he's not touching it anymore.
Right.
For later study.
and then the last sidebar would be, and remember these people. Wait, so before I say anything, do we know that these people got their weapons and shit from the Yakuza?
No.
Okay.
I mean, Yakuza is pretty much the one who runs crime in New Atami. So.
Yeah, then I won't say anything. I say, all right, finish up here and let's go.
Should we bring Philip's body back with us?
Do you want to?
I mean,
do you want to walk a corpse through the streets?
no. But it sounded like we needed to bring him back, preferably alive, but he can't go anywhere. We shouldn't be allowed to escape, or something like that.
Well,
Or take a photo of him or something.
Anywhere.
I don't know.
Yeah. So we probably just take a picture of him.
Okay. That works.
Proof.
So you're gonna pose with a dead body like Logan Paul?
No,
It's a war
Aston
crime.
is visibly, I wouldn't say upset, but he's irked by what happened. This is not his plan. This is not how he wanted it to happen. And he is definitely showing it.
Interesting. Okay. So we'll wrap up here. We'll call it a night here. Call it a night with you guys leaving the church. So, and that's it for tonight, everyone. So we'll figure out where we go next session with the game. So, all right. So we'll be back next week, same time, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Maybe some more stories in New Atami before we leave, and maybe they'll be jetting off to Ilar to do some other things. Who knows? So, but we'll be back next week, same time. So thank you for joining us, and we'll see y'all next week. All right. Bye.